If you are wondering why there's an iPod in the thumbnail, we will get to that in just a second. Here's a keyboard that delivers a top-tier typing experience, is feature-packed, and has a stunning retro design. What more could you want out of a keyboard? Introducing a brand new series to the NuPhy lineup, the Node75 Low-profile mechanical keyboard. It's also offered in a high-profile variant, if that's more your speed. NuPhy states they took design inspiration from the Braun T3. Now, I had to Google it, but it turns out the Braun T3 is a pocket radio from the late 50s, which was a sleek and modern-looking device that was designed to be simple and functional. It turns out that the Braun T3 is considered a classic example of mid-century modern design. And it also influenced many tech designs that came after it, such as this device right here, the iPod. I mean, you can see the resemblance. And shout out in the comments if you had one of these, or even if you still do, and let me know which one. And let me know if you still have the charging cable, because I definitely do not. I would love to be able to charge this thing up. Anyway, NuPhy has nailed their inspiration cues because this keyboard is definitely giving old electronics vibes. And they describe the Node75 as sleek and minimalist with versatile functionality. Therefore, it would be unreasonable to expect NuPhy's typical bright and cheerful color scheme. If that's what you want, you'll need to check out their Air series. This new series is geared toward mechanical enthusiasts seeking the excellent NuPhy typing experience while also complementing their setup with a sleek mid-century modern design, or we could say retro. They have packed in some cool hidden features that we will see in just a minute. But first, let's talk about the typing experience. Wow. The typing experience on this keyboard is like nothing I have experienced with a low-profile keyboard. And I've tried my share. It's a soft, cushioned, fluffy typing experience that feels therapeutic. I'm trying to remain objective here, but I truly think they have nailed it. The switches and keycaps are crucial to the typing experience. But the soft cushion feel also comes from the PCB gasket mount design, which typically means the switchboard is suspended with some kind of rubber, silicone, or foam gasket between the plate and the frame, which helps absorb shock and prevents metal-on-metal contact when keys are pressed. This helps dampen the overall sound and feel. If typing experience is your only concern and you like the cushioned, fluffy pillow typing feel, then this is the one. You can stop the video right now, head to the NuPhy website and pick one up. Or better yet, use my link in the description. This keyboard is significantly cheaper than the famous NuPhy Air V3, so that's also something to consider. But let's talk about the switches. This is the Red Nano switch, which requires 45 grams of operating force and 3.5 millimeters of total travel, which is actually the same amount of travel as the high-profile switch. The Red Nano switch is relatively quiet, making it suitable for office or late-night typing at home. For an even quieter option, NuPhy offers a blush silence switch. There's also a more tactile switch option called Brown Nano, with audio clips of all the available switches on their website. In the standard profile keyboard, you can find the same switch options available, red, brown, and blush, but they're called Max instead of Nano. I like the Red Nanos, but I'm also very curious to try the Blush Nanos. What switch would you pick? Let me know in the comments. Moving on from switches for just a second, we will come back to them to discuss hot swap compatibility because there is an important update. But I want to jump into the design because there are some cool and unique things to unpack here. Starting with the dot matrix LEDs, which are seamlessly blended into the top of this keyboard's dot matrix styling. They are multifunctioning, white LED dots that provide a visual cue of your typing pace. The more keys you press in a short amount of time, the more dots that will light up. They also serve as cap-locked and battery indicator lights, so it's multifunctional. Another functional and hidden feature is the touch bar, which can control volume or brightness with a swipe, or mute audio and skip tracks with double or triple taps. It works pretty well, but I don't know if it matches the precision of a knob when dialing in the volume. But it works. You're supposed to be able to customize the touch bar actions in the software, and I was able to remap a few media options, and controlling the sensitivity of the swiping is a nice touch, but some of the actions weren't working for me. Like trying to set a double tap on the touch bar to open the calculator or mail app. Maybe I was doing it wrong, but if not, it's such a new keyboard, I'm sure it will be addressed in a future software update. As for the touch bar's styling, I appreciate how it blends seamlessly and is quietly accentuated by two raised dots at either end of the touch zone, providing a braille-like tactile sensation to the fingertips, allowing you to blindly recognize the limits of the touch zone without any real visual noise or distraction on the top of the board. I haven't had any issues locating the hidden touch bar, knowing it's in the top right corner, muscle memory kicks in and Bob's your uncle. If there were other hidden touch capacitive zones along the top, I could see it being an issue locating the correct one, but NuPhy has kept it sleek and simple, avoiding any confusion with just a single customizable touch zone. Are you enjoying the video so far? If so, let me know I'm on the right track by hitting that like button. And if you like NuPhy products, then consider subscribing because I'm collaborating with NuPhy on a big video coming out at the end of the month. And you're not going to want to miss that. So make sure you click that bell to get notified when that video comes out. All right. As for the overall design of the Node75, it's a two-tone keyboard, the lunar white version, which is almost like a soft gray. I really like it. It reminds me of a retro 90s keyboard. I've never been one for flashy keyboards, and I think that this is why NuPhy has created this new series to appeal to those who aren't looking for huge pops of color on their desktop. But if you do want to pop a color, then NuPhy has kindly included 3 additional colored keycaps. The Node75 also comes in pink and ink gray. Speaking of keycaps, they are double shot NSA style, providing a pleasant feel that resists becoming oily from your fingertips. The legends on the keycaps will not rub off. However, it's worth noting that the legends don't shine through, indicating that the north-facing backlight is more for aesthetics than functionality. Along the back of the keyboard is a slot for the 2.4 GHz wireless receiver, which also says NuPhy on it. Nice touch. You also have 2 elegant toggles, one to choose between your operating system and the other to select your connection type, with one being wired and 4 wireless. That's 3 Bluetooth options and 1 2.4 GHz receiver. I prefer the 2.4 GHz receiver because it offers a maximum polling rate of 1000 Hz, ensuring a reliable connection to the computer. While wired connection also provides 1000 Hz, Bluetooth drops to 125 Hz. If you're not a gamer, you probably won't notice the difference in your day-to-day computing, but having the option for 1000 Hz allows for a respectable gaming performance. And with the wireless connection, NuPhy claims up to 1,000 hours of battery life, which is not bad at all. In terms of ergonomics, the low-profile version weighs 667 grams, while the high-profile version comes in at 834 grams. Both are made out of ABS plastic. There are 3 tilting options ranging from 4 degrees to 11 degrees, but be warned, the 8-degree middle option does not like to be pushed around for some reason. Aside from that, the feet are cleverly designed so you can place this keyboard on top of a laptop keyboard without hitting any of the laptop buttons. They call this feature Air Feet, and I think it's a brilliant, thoughtful feature for the select few of you who like this setup. The RGB backlight offers endless color options and patterns, which you can toggle through by using the arrow keys while holding the FN button. But if you want to get a better idea of what the backlight has to offer, then I recommend heading into the NuPhy IO software for finer tuning. The NuPhy IO software is simple for anyone to navigate and use. You can manage all of your light settings and customize your keycap actions and macros all in one place. Of course, you will need to plug in the Node75 into your computer to access the settings. This is also where we would customize the touch bar, as we briefly mentioned earlier. Okay, now let's get back to the switches. Regardless of whether you choose the high or low profile variant, the switches are hot swappable. However, it's important to note that the Node75 Low-profile and the popular Air75 V3 models now utilize the newer Gatoron Low-profile 3.0 switch, which has a different 5-pin layout compared to their 2.0 predecessors. And as a result, the previous switches, including NuPhy's own low-profile flower line switches such as the Aloe, Cowberry, Wisteria, and Moss, are no longer compatible. Therefore, if you're considering the Node75 or Air V3, you'll currently need to use the Gatoron LP 3.0 options, Nano Blush, Red, Brown, and the NuPhy Panda Nano, which is sold separately. If I had to guess, I would say more switch options are coming in the near future. However, the high-profile Node75 uses standard full-height MX-style switches, which have endless options. So if everything we have gone through to this point isn't enough, then behold the 3D printing support. That's right, NuPhy provides 3D printable model files for custom fit items for the Node75, like a pen dock, phone stand, and other interesting items, so that you can increase the functionality in this already highly functional keyboard. NuPhy, well done. Link in the description.